Chairs there.
Earlier on, the Honorable Atkins raised the issue of human rights. I thought he would raise it again because we said this can actually wait. We know this grading and Honorable Sewungu is going to give us a version. But Right Honourable Speaker, when the issue was raised, there was insinuation that this is a matter before court. We agree. But Right Honourable Speaker, Dr. Besigye was brought to court at the intervention of this House. Not directing, but intervention. Right Honourable Speaker, ideally, I would have expected that executive comes and reports what is the status at the moment. Because we agreed here, there was even a meeting that I attended. The government chief whip was there, the deputy attorney general was there, and the minister for justice reported that Besigye would be brought to court. That was yesterday. Wouldn't it be procedurally right? Information, yes. Yes.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Attorney General.
Information, yeah.
The thing is overcoming. Can you just give us information? No.
Right Honourable Speaker, Honourable Asuman's prayer is that we brief the House on the status of the matter that is in a court regarding the matter that the Honourable Minister of Education has presented. If given the right opportunity, Right Honourable Speaker, on Tuesday will be in position to respond.
On regarding Dr. Besigye?
Right Honourable, the question that Honourable Asuman brought was not, if I understood clearly, it was not in respect of Besigye.
Right.
Maybe he can clarify.
Right Honourable Speaker, in this House here, we agreed that government actually undertook through the Minister for Justice and Constitutional Affairs that Dr. Besigye would be brought before court, the civilian court. And indeed, he was brought to court. The procedural issue, Right Honourable Speaker, I raised is whether we are proceeding right before or without a status report pursuant to the agreement we had here from the Attorney General. And it was at that point, Right Honourable Speaker, that I had ceded space to Honourable Mwijukye to provide more information. Then I conclude on that issue before the Attorney General comes, Right Honourable Speaker.
So can you conclude on the issue?
I had ceded for information from Mwijukye, Right Honourable Speaker.
Which I'm not giving.
Oh, okay. Now that you are not giving it, Right Honourable Speaker, which is your discretion, which we respect, Learned Attorney General, since there were commitments and undertakings made on the floor, wouldn't it be better for you to come and update this House on the status report or progress of the commitments and undertakings that we took without necessarily delving into the merits of the case?
Right Honourable Speaker, in the past few weeks, our honourable colleagues across the aisle have been pressing and demanding that Dr. Besigye be produced in court. Civilian courts. On behalf of government, we have time and again committed to meet all the requirements as stated by the Supreme Court. Pursuant to your ruling the other day, the Honourable Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs did commit once again to fulfill the requirements of the Supreme Court decision. And indeed, yesterday, the Honorable Dr. Kiza Besigye was produced before Justice Dr. Singiza. And I believe the prayer that my colleagues across the aisle had always been pressing for was that Besigye be produced before a civilian court. That was done yesterday. And for now, that's what I can report. Because the processes are still ongoing, I need not delve into what may be considered to be sub judice. Thank you.
Order. Procedure. Procedure. Procedure.
You know, there is no lie. If you have information, it is additional information. But what the Attorney General has said is correct, that it was produced before the court yesterday. So what happened? What happened? Are we in management of court process?
What was done yesterday, Madam Speaker, was not what this Parliament had intended. Listen to me. Madam Speaker, Parliament had wished that Dr. Besigye be produced in civil courts to be charged or tried in civil courts. Who produces Dr. Besigye in civil courts? It is the state. The state. Dr. Besigye appeared yesterday in court on another issue. And it was on an application made by his lawyers about a different thing. As we speak now, Madam Speaker, Dr. Besigye has not been charged or arraigned before any court, as we, Parliament, had intended. It is a lie.
Honorable Prime Minister, let the government speak.
Right, Honorable Speaker and Honorable Members. Article 128 is very clear. Use your constitution or use your iPad. Article 128 is very clear. The independence of the courts. And so we cannot order court to do anything.
Honorable Sewungu. Honorable Sewungu. Shadow Minister. Shadow Minister of Education. Honorable members. Honorable members. If you feel court is not doing enough, court is very near. Let's walk to court and ask the judge, why are you not doing what you're supposed to do? Yes.
Madam Speaker, with your permission, I want to thank you for what you did the other day. You did great when you allowed Madam Speaker, I want to thank you and the entire country appreciate.
Maybe you have information from just a minute before you come in. There's information Attorney General wants to give you.
Perhaps to add to my earlier statement, it was a requirement of the court that a number of files be transferred. The files that were originally before the court martial be transferred to a civil court.
To DPP.
Yes. Right, Honourable Speaker, I wish to report to the House that the transfer has been done. Now, I humbly request that you allow the technical people look through the files and advise on the next step of action.
Order.
Thank you.
Order.
Mwijukye.
Go back.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, my concern is that the purpose for which we met and asked the executive to bring closer the appearance of Dr. Besigye is being defeated. Because you remember you raised this issue very passionately and we had a purpose. Yesterday, when Dr. Besigye appeared, the judge said this man is too sick, he can't even sit here for 30 minutes. Let him go back to prison. Today, he could not even make it court in another court at Uganda Road, and the magistrate had to step trial for 2 months because he cannot appear in court. Yesterday, he was able to be there for 20 minutes. Today, he could not appear. So for somebody to say, let the technocrats go and look at the files when somebody is dying in prison, I mean, how human can we be? How? So, because the purpose for bringing closer, why did we have to sit and say, no, 25th is too far? Let him appear tomorrow. And that's what we did.
Madam Speaker and colleagues, I need to be protected.
Honourable members.
Permit me to clarify to my honourable colleagues, Mwijukye and others. Once files are transferred to the DPP, the files have to be perused, and the DPP would make a determination whether there is a case or not. Please allow me finish.
Let him finish.
Once the DPP receives a file, the DPP is supposed to read the facts on the file, and if the DPP is convinced that the facts and evidence reveal a case, then the file will be sanctioned.
So the file is with the DPP?
So I want to tell you that the files have been transferred to the civil court and to the DPP. So, I humbly request that you await the determination of the technical people.
Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker.
Honourable members, can we urge the lawyers of Dr. Besigye to make a follow-up on this matter with the DPP? And if some of you are lawyers to Dr. Besigye, can you kindly make a follow-up with the DPP and then to the court? That is what we should do.
Oops. Honourable Speaker, I just thought that the Attorney General would clarify a statement he has made here. He has said that files have been transferred and they are with technical people. Kindly elucidate. Who has transferred files to where? At what point does the DPP come in? Because you see, the DPP, according to our constitution, for those of you that don't know, the DPP is meant to operate independently. The DPP sanctions police files, not court files. So we would want to know about that process. What exactly happened? Have you as Attorney General gone? Hold on. Calm down. Have you as Attorney General gone and ordered the DPP here sanction these files? Because that's important. It's a matter of the law and a matter of the constitution. How is the DPP coming into this situation? Or did you just say you got these files from this court and you took them to a court registrar and said, shed these ones? Please elucidate on that issue.
Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, the Supreme Court ordered that the files be transferred.
To the civilian court.
The other day, on Tuesday when we were here, the Right Honourable Speaker made an order to the Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs, the Minister of Internal Affairs, and myself as the Deputy Attorney General to go and see
Honorable
to
members, please listen.
to go and see to it that the transfer is done. We went and immediately returned here. The Minister of Justice reported to this House that the transfer processes were ongoing. And now I'm here to confirm to you that those files have been transferred. Thank you.
Honorable members, you've heard the files have been transferred. They are in DPP. We are going to make a follow-up, and I will make a follow-up also myself. Next item.
Item 3.2,